Canada's money coach is Judith Kane, and she's with us right now. This whole week, you want to talk about mindfulness as it pertains to money.
Correct.
Okay.
So in other words, I want people to think about their spending, think about their finances, because we've turned into a society of the tap society. So we have a card. Now, this is my library card, but we're a tap society. So when we go to the grocery store.
Good luck buying a computer with that.
Yes, exactly. When we go to the grocery store, when we go to the department store, when we go to the computer store, we know what the price is. So it might say, $997 for the computer, and they ring it up and you just plug it in and you put in your code, and Bob's your uncle. Actually, Bob is my uncle. But anyway.
But you're right. You don't really give it much thought.
No thought at all.
It's not like you're doling out cash. And we've talked about this before. When it's a visual representation, it's totally different. This is just boop. It accepted it. Great. It's like a password.
It is. I did an experiment at a grocery store. Did I tell you this story? Oh, I'm starting to forget what I've told you. Okay, so I did an experiment at a grocery store a long time ago where outside the grocery store, I asked people if they remembered how much their groceries were. This was before the days of tap. This was the days of just using your credit card or your debit card. But my question was, do you know how much your groceries were? Wow. And I would say about 75% of the people knew how much their groceries were, because
I'm surprised.
Yes. However, I did it just recently, where now everything is tap, right? And they've also increased the amount of the tap because of COVID. All the credit card companies said, okay, now you can go to $250. 90% of the people that I talked to coming out of the grocery store had no idea what their grocery was. And when they said to me,
I believe
when they said, I think it's around $85, not one person got it right. And it was higher than what they thought it was.
No doubt.
So what I really want for people is to just become more mindful. Watch as your groceries are being scanned through, because if you picked stuff up on sale, you need to make sure that it was scanned through as the sale price. I went through the other day and there was a 30% sticker off of something that I bought. I only bought 3 things, so it was super easy to look at the bill when I was finished. And she took the discount off 2 of the items, but not the 3rd item. And you know what? It was only about $3. Still, exactly $3. If you have $3 on your grocery bill that's wrong every time you buy groceries, and if you buy groceries every week times 52 weeks, $3. I mean, it could add up to a lot of money. So that's what I mean about mindful spending. Think about what you're buying. Check your receipts, because there is studies that show that, I forget what the percentage was, but like 50% of your grocery bills aren't right. So if you're buying, and it's particularly on the things that are on sale, right? So just keep an eye on the things that are on sale. Take a picture with your phone, make sure that you've got the sale price on your, and here's the thing, there are some rules in some provinces and states that say that if you didn't get the sale price, you get it free.
Yes.
So make sure you check your grocery bill. And if you're having trouble with groceries, use cash.
I miss cash. And
I miss cash too. I use cash.
I mean, I haven't been anywhere, literally like anywhere in the last 2 years. I've been carrying, all I have in my wallet right now is a $50 bill. I've had the same $50 bill for the better part of 18 months. I know what you're saying. I am better with cash because I'm a visual person. And if I see it, then I part with it much more carefully.
So if I have clients that struggle with spending, especially at the grocery store, that seems to be the biggest one. I tell them to take cash, figure out what they think their spending is going to be for the month. And if they go every week, divide it by 4 and take that much cash with you. Now, what's likely going to happen is that you're going to end up with more stuff on the conveyor belt than you have cash. And you're not allowed to use your debit or your credit card. So you have to put something back. And trust me, don't feel embarrassed, because people do it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But the idea is to only pay cash and to live within that cash. And I promise you that if that happens and you actually have to take something back, it won't happen again. Not in my experience with my clients. They've all never made that mistake, and they love using cash because they never go over their budget.
And you'll probably find you're eating healthier too, because the things you're going to put back are the things you don't really need.
Right?
Money mindfulness with Canada's money coach, Judith Kane, and people can email questions to you. Oh, you wanted to get a word in too about donor cards. Go ahead.
Oh, we'll do that tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Donor cards coming up tomorrow. We're going to talk about that. People can email you where?
You can email me at judith@judithkane.com, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.